Hi, I'm Chris Fitzsimmons. I'm a product manager here with Biamp Systems, and I just want to show you something that we're debuting here at InfoComm this year. This is Sage View. This is our new end-user tech manager monitoring and management platform for all of our devices. So this is a place for tech managers, IT managers to look after their Tessera and Devio solutions from Biamp that they might have deployed. We've got this great overview here of all the possible systems in the building. We're seeing they're sorted by status. You can sort them by the name of the system. We can label them arbitrarily to kind of find a way to organize the various devices. And there's a whole bunch of rich information about all this stuff. So if I go into one of the device list here, I can tap on this particular device. I can get a bunch of information about it. I can see if there's anything wrong here. We've got a fault status. And then I can do a bunch of configuration stuff. So typically with Tessera today, a Biamp integrator will come in and deploy the system. They'll use our great Tessera software. It's our design platform, and they'll do first-time config. But we've never really had a good way for an end user to look after and maintain that equipment once the integrator's gone. So basic changes like VoIP configuration changes, maybe they change a line extension or a config, they can now do that from this platform instead of relying on the integrator to come out and do that with software. They'll get alerts on faults, they'll get information about what's going on. They've got really powerful user tools here, so we can import users from an LDAP database and we can assign them different levels of access to the Sage View system. So a maintenance guy, for instance, has a configurable set of capabilities. We can have one guy who's allowed to use the VoIP and make VoIP changes, and one guy isn't. We can have real granular control over who's allowed to do what, and really good traceability about who did what. So in the history page here, this is going to be every single event in the Sage View system. It's going to show faults that were thrown, it's going to show updates that were performed, it's going to show any issues with devices, and that gives real clear view of what's happened in the system and who did what, and allows for kind of great traceability and troubleshooting if there is any. The other really, really clever thing about this is that this web page here is based on an API that we built. So this is our spin on that, but that API is completely open and available to anyone who wants to build a custom dashboard. So typically end customers have a bunch of different brands, equipment, a bunch of different tools in the building they want to monitor, and they want to do that in one place. They don't want to have dashboard from brand X, brand Y, and brand Z and have to flip between them. With Sage View's REST API, they can build their own web page and integrate all of that information in one place, again, an even clearer view of what's happening in their building, and really just make life a lot easier and a lot simpler to manage. Thanks very much for watching. If you want to see more about Sage View or any of the other new stuff that Biamp's introduced this week, please visit us at www.biamp.com.